All right. Hello, everyone. This is Ruben Escalona with Red Alpha Custom Prints here with an unboxing video. Um, we set up our account with Hitek a few months ago, and so now we're starting to receive our window tint supplies and our tools. This right here is a box that's full of tools that I'm going to open up and just kind of share my thoughts on the products and maybe reasons why I ordered it. Um, but I already took a sneak peek, and it's always good whenever you have a vendor that adds some little extras in there, right? Just it makes us loyal. We keep ordering because they're like, hey, going to throw something extra into it. But I'm going to get into this. If you guys have a vendor that you use that you would recommend, or tools that maybe we don't have here. We watch a bunch of videos, and so we're coming in just before I get into the box. So we're coming in as a company that has well over 10 years of wrapping experience. So I've been doing vehicle wraps, and I've been doing window wraps with perforated vinyl, decals, things of that nature. um, Probably about 12 to 13 years. We've been in business for 15 years, but a good 12 to 13 years we've been doing wraps as well. And so I figured that a natural progression as a wrap company is to start doing the accents part of the vehicles, accessories and things like that. Window tint is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and but it was a service that we didn't want to just kind of you know jump into it without doing our research first. Trust me, if you know us, a lot of the services that we offer, uh, I didn't have any experience in, and so I just kind of jumped in the water, and I learned how to swim along the way. But with window tint, I didn't want to do it that way. um, I with experience you learn how to pick your battles, right? And so we did the research. We found a pretty good vendor for or supplier for our tint supplies and tools. Now that's for both automotive and commercial, and it just so happens that the next two projects that we have lined up are for commercial windows. But we're hoping to get some more more automobiles in as well. I'm not doing any prospecting. We're not doing any advertisement. All of our business comes from repeat customers and referrals and word of mouth. Other than that, it's videos like this that we post up. People see, that we have this service, and then before too long, they're calling us for that service. So here it is, the unboxing of the window tint. Shout out to Hitek for sending us this, our order on time, right? But then let's see what's in the box. All right, first of all, look at that, a bag of goodies. Can't go wrong with that. That's one way to keep me ordering. A bag of goodies. That's something I need to write that down. I need to start doing that with our customers to get some loyalty. Anyway, some Skittles, man, some goldfish. That was good little care package right there. All right, and so this was actually in the box of tint, but it talks about the limited warranty of the vinyl, and that's really nice. Nice information. Something to hand over to the client. It's got these do not, for automotive. You want to put these on the stickers so that way the customer knows, don't roll down the windows for 3 to 5 days, or wash the windows for 3 to 5 days. It's nice. We need some Red Alpha stickers like that. Uh, Door hanger with the same information. A little bit about the actual job, right? The window tint job, cleaning instructions and whatnot. Got a QR code that's going to take you directly to the Hitek website, and then it's also giving you some information about some of the other uh, options that you have in both architectural protection and automotive, which is pretty cool. See right here on the automotive, it's got self-healing paint protection film, right? That's something that we don't do the PPF yet, but the software that we use has the PPF templates. So I may just dabble with that here and there. You know, do it on our vehicle first, and then just kind of see if it's something that I want. But I do have some friends that are in the in the automotive industry that might be willing to send us that type of work. The paint shops that need PPF every now and then. So I'll let them know, hit them up, and see if it's something that they want to do. Also, they sell ceramic coating, and so that those are two things that we're not, we're not. I guess I'm not gonna say interested, but we're not focusing right now. It's window tint for now, and then after that we may get into the other stuff. But um, man, it's just me and my wife, so we're already doing as much as we can. With with us being the owner operators, right? And so adding new services has to be well thought out because last thing we want to do is be stretched thin and then we're dropping the ball left and right. That's in this stage of the game, you don't drop the ball. You follow the basics. You run with it. You cover it up. You do not fumble. Right. That's the name of the game. Do not fumble anymore. Anyway, so the first tool is nice blade, feels good, and the squeegee. I went with the 90 durometer, which is it's labeled here as an all-purpose squeegee. You window tinters, you know more than me um, when it comes to the type of squeegee, or I've heard them called cards, but this is a squeegee to me, and it's because this is called a squeegee in the screen printing, and it's also called a squeegee window cleaning. It's also called a squeegee, in vehicle wraps. But in tint, for some reason, they call their squeegees cards for some reason. Like this right here would be an example of a card, but this is the little chiseler, right? We got a pink one that I get from Fellers. Anyway, so it's the durometer. This is an all-purpose, so we use it to put right here and then squeegee out the water, the soap and water, and actually it's all purpose, so I can actually spray it to clean it as well. So we're gonna try it out with our. We got an install scheduled early next week. All right. The squeegee, this right here, the little chiseler, I can actually use this even with vehicle wraps because when you're getting into corners and your normal squeegee won't fit, these things come in handy. I can see where this works pretty good with window tint because, well, I don't have a ton of experience, but I've done a few windows. The flat glass is pretty easy, but when it comes to automotive, you got to get around the weather strip and those and the edges and all that, and sometimes it wants to wrinkle up, and then this thing right here, knock it out, and with the heat gun, and you're good to go. Now this right here, I got 3 of these. This right here, I think is going to help me level up. So I was having an issue when I was doing a truck. I was having some issues when it gets down to the seal on the bottom, and I didn't want to have to take off the door panel and remove it and things like that. I wanted to be able to, tuck it in without removing that little felt uh, what do you call it, a seal right there at the bottom of the door. And these shanks right here, I watched some videos. These shanks are what help you do it. You stick these in there, and then you can kind of squeegee or tuck the tint behind it, and it keeps it keeps that weather seal out of the way, which is something I was excited about. I only need 2 at a time, I think, but 3, man, more the merrier. So this right here is an extra. We only ordered a couple of things because we already have some tools, and you know, even though I like tools, I didn't want to overdo it this time. And so this right here is going to be a blade for metal blade. That's good for a lot of things. Taking off the stickers if there's any stickers on there. Old tint. If you're doing some tint removal, I had to use this on the last one. And then also I've seen some guys where they spray it down and they use uh, the metal blade to clean the glass, which is pretty cool. But this is a nice uh, little holder for the blades, man. It's nice. Got some quality. What's this? Need batteries? No, don't need battery. I guess that's where you put another blade back there. But it looks like you're buying something and it needs batteries. But man, that's pretty cool. Hitek, thank you. Shout out for sending us one of those, sending us the bag of candy, and we got one of these angled squeegees. These are good in the corners. Um, when I can't reach the back windows, that should be good. It's not the bulldozer, but it's to get some corners in. So I have a smaller one like this, and the handle's kind of small, but this is pretty good because it's going to be a little bit give me a little bit more reach. And that's it. That's it for the unboxing. And so, if you are a person that has a vehicle that you're needing some windows tinted, and you'd like to give us a shot, give us a call. Our numbers will be down in the description. Mainly, I wanted to do this unboxing so that you guys can connect with us. Follow us here on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Facebook. We post content on a regular basis. That way, you can see the faces behind the banner, the faces behind the window tint, behind the vehicle wraps. You can see who it is that's that's doing the work, and you can figure out if we're your type of people, because I do think that it's important for people to do business with people that they like, right? And so we try to be that type of person. That way, you feel comfortable with the transaction. But anyways, give us a call, send us a direct message on social media, and like I always say, and we'll help you out to the best of our ability. Red Alpha out.